The objective of this practice is to know the operation and main characteristic of the thermoforming machine of plastics, also fit and calibrate the piece to be thermoformed, and perform the thermoforming process and determine the parameters to be adjusted.
Hi, this is the thermoforming machine. The first step is to collocate the object that we are going to thermoform. Then we put the bed, the size allowed, and then we close the frame using the press. We pull the resistance that is going to hit our plastic. We turn on the machine and we adjust the temperature according to the material and thickness. In this case we use bed of 1 mm and 108 degrees. After waiting a few minutes, we can feel that our material is more flexible and it will start buckling after this process. As we step this pedal, we push out the resistance and turn on the sucker and wait a few minutes. After this, we turn on the cooler and release the pedal and turn down the cooler. Then turn down the machine. Then we remove the bed with the thermoform pieces.
For this machine, the specifications, we need to use a bed with the size of 77.5 times 57.5, and depending on the thickness of the material, it can melt until the 180 degrees.
Once we choose the material we are working with, we need to put our objects in the bed according to the size in order to prevent deformations or perforations. Once we put the objects in the bed, we need to calibrate the machine with the temperature control and the thickness of the material.
This practice, we use the bed. It is a thermoplastic rigid, it is a polymer, it is ductile and lightweight. The main use is for containers, for water bottles, for household products and containers.
Once the material is working with heat, we see that the material can be or can has deformation or perforation depending the thickness and the collocation of the objects.
We can see here a diagram of the components of the thermoforming machine. First, we have the plate for material, is where we put the object that we are going to thermoform. Then we have the computer heater, where we select the temperature for the material. Also, we have the plastic plate, is where we put the bed, the acrylic or the styrene. We have the vacuum holes, the plastic sheet, and we also have the cooler and the finished mold.
For this manufacturing process in Mexico, the importance is in the recycling process, because this material can be recycled more than or a few times. In order to produce more molds, we need to develop more efficiently the recycling processes. As a conclusion, I think the importance of this manufacturing process resides in the ability to develop and make more packages for our products in order to give our products to the bigger amount of people and to reach the bigger amount of places or locations.
I learned that it's very important this process because in the industry we have a lot of molds that make different type of pieces.
Okay, in this practice we saw an important manufacturing process in most of the industries, and this is because the process is really cheap and the materials can be recycled as much as we can.
With this practice, I learned that the thermoforming machine is very used in the industry because it's a very simple process, it is fast and it is cheap, and it is mainly used to create plastic molds.